folks, we're back here again with Portugal as we attempt to stabilize our economy, which is having a little bit of trouble. We're going to start by doing a few different things with our estates even before we unpause, because I think there's a few things that we could put in place that might help us out here a little bit. We're going to first put in the clerical ministers because we're probably going to do some conversion. So let's go ahead and activate that. I think it would be worthwhile to get this missionary strength one again to help with the conversion. And it'll also give us tolerance of the true faith. We're generally going to try to convert, so I don't think these modifiers are a potential problem for us. Let's see if there's any other ones that we'd like to put in place. We'll also put in the religious diplomats just to give more opinion with other countries, because we're already, pretty much everybody in Europe is Catholic right now, so this is a definite benefit for us as well. So we're going to put that in place. And I think that's what we'll use for them. For the nobility, I don't think there's any policies that we super need right now. We're going to take a quick look at the burghers to see if there's anything that can add on a little bit of power for us here. This one has an all powers cost, which I tend to try to avoid. This one is probably okay, so long as the burghers are loyal, then this will generally give us some more trade power. So let's go ahead and put economic freedoms in place. This one just gives us some more tax modifier, which I think is generally pretty beneficial and will help us stabilize. So that gives us some good estates kind of set up and ready to go. As you can see, because we've done that, we can convert some provinces. It looks like we can also ask the burghers for some money, but that will give us something we're not really interested in right now. We're going to disable that. It looks like we can start to do a little bit of conversion, though we'll probably hire that advisor before we try to do that. The other thing that I think we will try to do in order to help stabilize things financially is we're going to grab... let's see. We're also going to take this fleet that is hunting pirates. We'll let it move to the next sea tile, then we're going to break one off. I will also get rid of this fort in Avora. It's a grasslands fort. It's not really a very good place for a fort anyways, so let's just go ahead and demolish that fort in order to save some additional resources. We also are going to go in here, and we're going to not pay for the army, which will greatly reduce the costs. So now we can unpause the game and it won't immediately bankrupt the country, which is a good thing. So let's find that fleet. Let me pause for a second. It's trying to... Come on. Let it go to the next sea tile. There we go. Grab one of these carracks, and we're going to pull it over to here, and let's see if we can sell. Death of a merchant. The state needs the money. Thank you. Alright, now let's see if we can. Let's pull back our curry favors from the Pope for a second and see if we can sell Castile a province, or sell them a ship. Oh, we've eclipsed a rival. Which reminds me that we probably should... Let's see if I can sell them a ship. They would take that for 60 ducats. This is also good because if we go into a war with Morocco, they're going to be with us anyways. Pause for just a second. They're going to be with us anyways, and so them having the ship and us having the ship is basically the same. Let's see here. Let's check on our rivals. We are rival to Aragon, and so we should probably issue an embargo on Aragon. We can't rival them, or can't with them, because we are... because we have a truce with them. We're not able to issue an embargo on them. Our other rival... we need to reset a rival. We will set Clinton, which... Were they the one that just fell off and then just got re-added? I can't even remember. Looks like they took a big bite out of Tunis there. Let's wait for my diplomat to come back, and we'll issue an embargo on them. England's eating up Ireland. We're going to issue an embargo. Then we'll go back to currying favors with the Pope. All right, where's my influence? Let's send them back to currying favors with the Pope so that we can get some some juicy bonuses at some point. It's offering to sell titles, but we are not going to do that. Rather the reverse. We want to... I know that over time our autonomy has been ticking up, and so one of the things we will want to do eventually is lower the autonomy, especially if there's places we can do that and the unrest not be greater than 0. So this one, for example, we're going to lower that autonomy. Morocco is having a horrible time of it down here, and so that will be a great opportunity for us here shortly. Tafialata declared war on Morocco. All right. So it looks like Morocco is sort of caving in, so we'll need to keep an eye on when our truce with Morocco is still 10 years off, so we'll have to see what we can pull off over here afterwards. I'm going to remove this general because when a leader is attached, it increases the odds of a bad outcome happening, basically. We're not going to... I know we could hire another advisor here, but I'm going to hold back just a little bit because I'd like to get out of some of these loans before we do that. Marrakesh would like access. Sure, go for it. Who are we at war with? Tafialalt, Sousse, Aragon, Navarra, Tlemcen, and Marrakesh. Wow, holy cow. Morocco is going to be not in good shape afterwards, so hopefully we'll be able to take advantage of that. Alright, so we've got these burger loans that are kind of outstanding that we would like to repay. So let's start repaying some loans to get our finances back under control. We'll have to hire that missionary here in a little bit, but, well, I guess we could take a peek. Don't want to hire the missionary while we're still running low on money. He's 2.4, though. So it'd be an increase of 2 ducats. We could pay for it, but then the missionary itself will cost something. So I think we hold off. I think we keep waiting here for just a minute. Once we get our finances sorted, then we'll proceed to the next thing. So let's see, where are our merchants parked? We've got one pulling from Tunis. And where's the other one pulling from? Safi. Down here. Okay, those are probably reasonable locations for those to be. Guess we could sell some more of these carracks, actually. Let's pop off. Oh, I have to pause in order to do that. Where did the fleet go? Oh, there we go. Let's bring this one down here again and see if perhaps Spain or somebody, or England, would like to purchase another one from us, because that would help us pay off our loans a little faster. And we're not really super in need of the carrack, ultimately, anyways. So let's pull the one from England. See if we can sell another. See if they'd like to buy this ship. They would buy it, but only for 10. So that's not a very good deal. Maybe England would like to buy a ship. They're at war. Let's see if the Pope would like to. Let's see if we sail our little ship a little closer to the Pope if he would like to purchase it. could buy it for 30. That's not bad. It's yours, Pope. No, Castile, I will not give you any money. No, Castile, I cannot give you any money because I need money. Sort of some there's a little bit of pleasure in watching Morocco kind of take some pretty heavy blows here. We also need to sort out our finances here pretty soon, because if we don't, then we will be in a less shape here. So how much? Let's go ahead and take our tech here, because we definitely do not want to be down a tech if we go to war again. How long do we have on this before they... We have till 1471. Okay, we've got plenty of time to get out of debt. And this will be available to seize land again in 1457. Be nice if we could give them a privilege that would just make them more loyal without giving them any more land. Yeah, we're not going to get involved in that. We are not giving any money. We do not want to give out any money to anyone right now while we get ourselves out of debt. We'll grant the nobility right of council, just to help kind of fluff up there. And aristocratic councilors. There we go. Oh. Probably eclipsed Morocco. Okay, so this will be a pretty easy war with Morocco here soon. They're allied only with Granada, so I think if they can get rid of their pretenders, then we can then declare war. That probably means that a lot of these are independent. But unfortunately, we don't have a... well, do we have a claim actually on this? We do have claims on this. So potentially we could try to take advantage of this. Okay, Tafialalt and Sus. So we could go to war now, especially if the Castilians can handle their civil war. We could go to war with Tafialalt, and that would allow us to... We'd have to fight all of these guys, but we could fight them all. What is England doing? Is England out of its civil war? Because since we've been so assiduously currying favors. No, England, I will not give you any money. We will, though, see if we can get any money from the Pope. Okay, October. I think what we're going to do is not invest in the Diplo technology. We either need to use it for our... we either need to use it to get the idea set, or we could use it to develop a little bit, which may be what I do here, is develop slightly, try to take advantage of a little bit of extra money wouldn't hurt. So we might, here, let's give Aviero a little extra, we'll give Algarve a little extra. We're just looking for provinces where just a little bit of extra money wouldn't go amiss. There we go. Just to help bail us out of a little bit more loans. So what I'm going to do now is, because we might be going to war, I'm going to re-enable the army maintenance. And we're going to march back across. We're going to try to move quickly so as to not get caught in the Castilian Civil War. It's kind of funny that England is no longer a great power. They've been growing pretty well. They're allied with Sweden, Austria, Portugal, and Liège, so they've got a pretty good alliance set too. We got some rebel situations here going on. We're not too far either from being able to get up to a higher amount of crown land. I think it's going to be more to our benefit if we can pick up some additional development in provinces that are producing useful goods instead of taking that tech, because I think we want to continually keep upping the amount of money that we have. All right, so we're back in position. We're going to use our ability here to ask for money. That's not very much, so we're not going to ask for that. We probably might try to bring England in. Castile doesn't have money. Oh, that is really helpful that Aragon is now under Castile. Very helpful. Oh, I need to unembargo Aragon real quick. Alright, we probably should get ourselves into position. Alright, well, it's a good thing we're already here and ready. The Earl of Avarancha is in charge. Moroccan separatists, where are they trying to come up? Tangiers and Melilla look like the most likely place. Melilla is a highlands, so it would be to our benefit to be on top of that one. Because if we were going to go to war, we would be going to war against Marrakesh, which would let us do Tafialant, would let us do Sousse. And if we were to do this, do we still have a truce with them? We still have a truce. Okay. I'd forgotten, even though that they've broken loose, we still have a truce with them. So we still got a little ways to wait before we can attack any of the little minis of them. Alright, go ahead and bring it on, Moroccan separatists. It's time to pay loan. Let's go and repay another loan. We're almost debt-free. Government reform. We've got the Portuguese monarchy, a special one that gives tax modifier, sailor recovery, nailer force limit. Our next options are noble privileges, which is manpower, but we only need manpower right now. Tax modifier, castle rights, which is fort maintenance, but that's not really what we need. Compromise with the nobility, which gives stab and legitimacy. And then noble officer corps. I think we're probably just going to take sort of a long-term thing. Short-term, we obviously need money. Like, we're kind of trying to pull money together. Longer term, it might be more useful to have some of this yearly army tradition to have a stronger army. The cavalry cost is not super helpful, honestly. The manpower modifier, though, is not too bad. We're actually at our max, so we probably should hire some additional troops. Though once these rebels pop, we'll be back kind of under the... once the rebels pop, it'll eat up some of our manpower, and then we'll be fine again. Let's... Okay, some Navy tradition, great. let's go. I tend to be for a smaller but higher quality army. So let's take this one because it will help with noble loyalty and the army tradition would be helpful. So we'll take that one. Wants to offer us Diplotech again, but again, we're waiting. But we're kind of pooling our stuff so that we can then immediately take several ideas all at once. Castile looks like they are trying to get their situation back under control. I would like to ask Castile for some money. Oh, they will do it. Thanks, Castile. And that's perfect, because that will give us enough to repay the last loan, which will pay off the national debt. The burghers will be more loyal, and we get basically a cheaper advisor, but that's not really the big thing. Sure, we'll take some papal influence. I haven't really looked in detail at how we're doing. I don't really care about being the papal controller right now. What I really like is for these rebels to pop so that we can get rid of them. There it is. Morocco has the Peasants' War. So Morocco is having a very tough time. Poor Morocco. Alright, now our troops can reinforce. Remind me when this truce ends. 66, so we're still 7 years off. This is lose loyalty and a diplomatic insult. I don't really care. The nobles can just be loyal. That'll actually be helpful, potentially, because now we're going to skedaddle back across the way, and then we're probably going to revoke, because most of them are actually pretty... not too far from being loyal again, and so if we can take some land and then deal with that, then that will help us deal with some of these tax and autonomy change modifiers that are really unfortunate. So we're going to seize land. Of course, they've risen up in Tangier, so we're going to have to go back to exactly where we were before. Is that the only hostile rebel stack? Okay, just the one with it, which is very tiny. It's not even a big deal. And then we're going to start converting some of these provinces as soon as we... Oh, we're so close. We're so close. Once we get over that, I think it's 20, then it'll stop. Some of these modifiers will stop being quite so serious for us. Let's de-siege this rebel province, and then I think we're going to shift into a mode of hiring that more expensive advisor to see if we can go ahead and convert some of these provinces. So if we hire this guy, all right, let's get him in place. Now we can convert some provinces, and so we're going to start converting. Let's start with Tangier. Now this could result in a revolt, I think, though we did just have a revolt here. Yeah, they've had a recent uprising, so on some level this may not be too bad to get under control. What does somebody want here? Sure, England, you can have troops. We are more than happy to trade troops to people. We are not willing to. What we're not willing to trade is any money. So though we've stabilized now, we are making a positive balance, so that's not a bad thing. Let's see, we can summon a diet, so we will, to go ahead and try to... The clergy are very mad at us, so this will make people less mad. The clergy, they want Melilla to be Catholic, which will be easy. They want us to like Tunis to like us. Trade, right? No, the clergy have the right idea here. We're gonna convert stuff anyway, so that's an easy one to complete for us. as soon as we get back up to the max, we will probably recruit a few more troops because we are not at our force limit yet, and so we might as well add just a little bit more to the army because we know here in a few years we're going to be going to war. But with that, I think we're at the end of our time again, so I'm going to stop here, and we'll look forward to continuing this now that we're economically stable in the next episode.